Foreclosure data. Also, we will talk about the latest data out of the MLS. We will also talk about Case-Shiller and FHFA prices. Remember, these prices are really old data, but we will go through them nonetheless. We will talk about that and more, but let's talk about foreclosures. Let's talk about foreclosures. What is going on? We've heard about delinquencies. We've been told that foreclosures are coming. There was just a report published by FHFA, April Foreclosure Prevention Highlights. You can go ahead and find this yourself at fhfa.gov. It is a detailed report on foreclosure preventions from April. So in April, there were 16,483 successful foreclosure preventions. This is important stuff. As all of you hopefully know, I invested before, during, and after the Great Recession. To say that the foreclosure process is different today is to say that night is as bright as day. It is very, very different. The foreclosure process back in the day was you had to get 90 days late. Then maybe they would work with you. I saw some highlights that if you were 90 days late, there was a 91% chance you were going to lose your home. So that is where we were. Where are we today? Frankly, bending over backwards to help homeowners in trouble. Again, 16,483 successful foreclosure preventions in 1 month. I mean, that to me seems like a big number. What else happened inside that? Well, 39% of those were permanent loan mods, where they were modifying the loan. Of those, 78% of those were simply extensions. They took the duration out. If you guys don't remember, one of the biggest tools that they were doing for modifications where they were taking what was likely a 30-year term and expanding it to 40 years. Now, they didn't say exactly what the longer term was, but I think it's a reasonable guess to think that most of them just extended the term to 40 years. They could have done other things, of course, but that is my guess. While 78% had extended term, 22% had some principal forbearance. Okay, so again, lots of kind of weeds and kind of nitty-gritty stuff about foreclosures. Then they went into delinquencies. We have heard a lot about delinquencies. Again, this is from FHFA. I ask you to go look up the data yourself. Delinquencies, 30 to 59 days. So that's missing one payment. Declined to 0.86, less than 1%. Serious delinquent, which is your 2 months down, 60 days or more, declined to 0.5%. Again, these numbers are, I don't know, they're interesting. They're certainly below trend. I think a lot of this has to do with just the sheer number of people going through foreclosure prevention. So again, delinquencies are not spiking as of yet, but you can, of course, go look at the data yourself. The other thing to look at is foreclosure sales and foreclosure starts. So a foreclosure sale is at the end of the process, right? You've lost your home. There is a new owner. In the month of April, there was 1,041 foreclosure sales. Folks, if you were going to annualize that, that's like 12,500 foreclosures. 12,000. Again, reminding you of the Great Recession, we were routinely seeing 2 million foreclosures. So again, to say that today is just like the GFC is to be foolish and wrong. How about foreclosure starts? Don't tell me about the completions, tell me about the starts. Well, those foreclosure starts were 5,832. that was down 1% from the previous month. Foreclosure sales, I forgot to say, was down 3% from the previous month. Again, folks, don't believe the narrative out there. Go look at the data yourself. Delinquencies, again, below 1%. Serious delinquencies, 0.5%. I really do believe a lot of that is because they are being hyper vigilant with foreclosure prevention. Again, the game has changed from 15 years ago. All right, what's going on with home prices? It frankly hurts me to talk home prices. It's just old data, but we got to talk about it. I believe we've entered a buyer's market. If you've heard me, I believe this picture will change. Again, I think we will end the year flat. That's what I called in January. I think we'll just be flat for the year. But Case-Shiller, we have set another record high. The Crash Bros are off the mark again. It was up 6.8%. Last was up 7.3%. Expected 6.7%. These are Case-Shiller numbers. Again, a little stronger than expected. Again, though, remember, these are April data. Today's market, vastly different than April. We should never lose sight of that. Case-Shiller is very much kind of old news, especially as the market shifts. We also got an update from FHFA about month-on-month numbers, which I thought was interesting. Now, unlike Case-Shiller, which was April, these are May numbers. And again, as we sit here at the end of July, May is old news as well. But interestingly enough, FHFA highlighted a 0% increase or decrease. It was expected to be up 0.2. So again, this really highlighting that maybe Case-Shiller will be on its downtrend and where we are going, which is, again, kind of what I expected, right? We're going to be flat for the year. Let's go back to Mike Simonson. He is putting out weekly data that we need to be paying attention to, really showing that we have entered or left the spring selling season. New contracts down 4.9% from last year. Inventory is still growing, but it is slowing. It's now 677,000, up 1.3%, up 40% from last year. New listings, 68K. That is up 4% year on year. Contracts down 4.9% again to 65,000. Price reductions up to 39%. What does this mean? Buyer's market. We are in a buyer's market, in my opinion. Don't offer list price. Don't offer list price. Ask for credits. Do inspection reports. If you're a buyer, you have all the power. Please use that. Let's talk about JOLTS report and consumer confidence. Again, we got some numbers this morning. Expectations were for job openings to decline to 8 million. Came in at 8.2 million. Again, we're rounding here, 8.2. Basically unchanged from the month before. Again, this is the first of 3 jobs reports. We get ADP tomorrow, and then on Friday we get the big number. Consumer confidence came in a little bit higher than expected. It's back over 100. I did see inside consumer confidence that plans to purchase a home hit a 12-year low. Again, folks, I'm hearing from more and more of you, more and more agents, that people are simply going to be out of the market until after the election. Again, as somebody who is very much counter-cyclical, I am getting excited. When all of you leave, I go shopping and I look for those motivated sellers, seller financing opportunities. This is the time. I do think we have at least the whole of this year, the rest of the year, to exploit a buyer's market, which I am excited about. A couple of earnings that came out. Procter & Gamble missed on revenue but beat on earnings. PayPal beat top line, beat bottom line, and raised guidance. SoFi beat top line, bottom line, raised guidance. It looks like CrowdStrike is still in the news. You guys remember that CrowdStrike basically bricked 8 million devices. Delta, who was really felt the pain from CrowdStrike, is now suing CrowdStrike for damages. They've just secured legal representation. I'll take a wild guess that that Delta will not be the only one seeking damages. It will be interesting to see how this plays out. Don't forget, if you are in the real estate game, the world changes on August 17th. August 17th, 3 short weeks away. That is when the NAR settlement goes into effect. Remember, buyers, you're going to have to sign a purchase agreement of some kind just to start looking at homes. Make sure you read those. You don't want to get caught paying something if you don't need to. And also the MLS will stop displaying buyer's agent commissions. So a lot of stuff going on, folks. Again, remember, this is the daily financial news. It's something we do 5 days a week. We do it live, and I hope you appreciate that. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.